What would be the dumbest, lamest, most boring superpower possible that would still give you a 1-up over normal people? You can immediately find the seam where the scotch tape begins and can separate it without it going all wacky. Oh god. I would show this off every chance I get. Always being able to rebalance yourself when you trip, even if it looks awkward as hell when doing so. You know what I'm talking about. Spend a few years skating in streets and shitty sidewalks and you, too, can have this power. Being able to taste a dish by reading its menu description. Super boring, but never order the wrong thing and waste money again. Weakness, does not work on mystery flavors and party in your mouth descriptions. Edit, after reading things like tobacco spit, skunker and sweaty drunk frat boy here. I would only want this if it was for food. And for the love of god let me be able to switch it on and off. Oh man, as a chef, that would make menu planning absurdly easy. I can just write out an idea for a dish and immediately know if it's good. Being able to predict which line in the grocery store will take the shortest amount of time. Damn it. Underrated response right here. I'm an impatient T when I shop. I need this. Never having a stuffy nose. When allergies or cold season strikes, everyone will be in pure misery and sounding like Squidward while you sit in silence miraculously breathing freely. Are you kidding? This would change my entire life. The ability to stop the hiccups by yelling hey stop it, apostrophe. Having any guess be 1% more in your favor. This would make the lottery worth it. Instead of 1 in 300 million, it'd be 1 in 100. Edit. Yes, I understand there's a difference between 1 percentage point and 1% more likely. Thank you. You are instantly and constantly aware of any coins within 100 feet of your person that are currently not in the possession of another human being. I think my husband already has this power. He always finds coins. Is your husband a school child? Getting the sticker off first try. Putting in the USB the right way first try. I now have this power. USB-C is a wonderful thing. Curing minor headaches by touch. You would have the gratitude and admiration of the masses. Severely limited precognition, which would be useful only for catching green lights and always knowing the ideal time to slip into one of those rotating doors so as not to walk awkwardly. Edit, adding a quick update that this is not a power that can be used for gambling or dodging bullets and only works with red lights and rotating doors. This is so mundane I almost fell asleep reading it. Great job. Every time you yawn time freezes for a moment. Bruh, I have narcolepsy. I spend all day yawning. Half my life would be frozen. You can spit ink at people once in a while like an octopus. You should just get an ink pouch to help you escape your enemies. Never getting belt loops and sleeves stuck on door knobs. I definitely need this power. Super fast reading. Sounds boring as F, but would actually give you a massive advantage in life. H. Just average reading retainment would put me a couple steps ahead. That way I wouldn't have to read a whole page, realize I don't remember anything, and read it a couple more times. Being able to make anything you touch bouncy. Gentle criminal. The ability to know the intent behind any statement communicated to you. This would be super helpful in texting. Oh god. What in the ever living F does fine mean? You walk faster in general, but you just run normally. As someone who is tall with long legs, lem tell you, this is not a superpower. You are forever cursed to be stuck behind people walking slowly in a crowd, and God forbid you are with a group of people. Being able to nap instantly. Edit, this is not a disorder like narcolepsy, but a superpower that allows you to choose when and how long to nap. Airplane trip? No problem. Deadlock traffic? Slam in park. Take a nap for a few minutes. Close bracket. I'd love this. No more 2 hours of lying in bed with my eyes closed hoping to fall asleep sometime. The ability to know the exact diameter of any circular object you touch. You can make a living by guessing people's belt size. You'll have to touch it first. Hey man, why did you just grab my, is this your size? Most impressive. Claps underscore. Constant good smelling breath. Edit, now that I think of it, Drinking orange juice would suck. As a lover of garlic, onions, and drinking too much, I'd love this power. I actually have a friend who possesses what, according to him, is the world's lamest superpower. He can guess anyone's weight within 5 pounds. Comes from being a wrestler since kindergarten. When you are out walking down the street, the walk signal is always on when you reach the corner, allowing you to cross immediately without even breaking your stride. Only works when you are walking, though. Doesn't work for driving. We'll call you walk signal man. Headphones and earbuds always stay in/on when you're wearing them. No more weird half jog in the crosswalk to let a car make a right turn only to have to stop and waste even more time backtracking, cause your goddamn earbud fell out. Being able to generate a big enough fart to achieve lift. Wario. Wire. I can smell into the future. Only about half an hour, but I can do it. For example, if I was going to make popcorn, I would smell it 20 minutes before I even took it out of the cupboard. Saying here when the teacher calls roll without your voice cracking. Read cards from the back. Dude, we're looking for lame superpowers, not this godlike clairvoyance that you've suggested. Being able to produce actual instrument sounds with your mouth. Saxophone battle on the subway, but only one person has a saxophone. The ability to carry in all the groceries in one shot, no matter how many there are. You're not a real man if you can't already do that. Never have to shave again. You already have this ability, right? Technically true. You never lose ballpoint pens, but this only applies to the Papermate brand. Bic dislike this. Why? Bic's gonna sell more pens. People forget that they texted you when you don't feel like opening their texts. What if they just keep sending you the same text over and over? Because they can never remember sending it in the first place. When they open the app, they'll see that they texted you. Monotone London accent. I can sense when someone is about to sneeze and get to them in time to say bless you. Use your powers for evil and say it before they sneeze to steal it. Jumping 10 feet in the air regardless of physical power. So, basically, Mario, 1 square is almost 6 feet in the original game, and he jumps up to 5 squares. 30 feet straight up, and when full speed he jumps 6 squares. 36 feet. That is not lame at all. You can go the Olympics, and will high jump, long jump, triple jump, etc. Being able to type and read at a ridiculously fast WPM, and never make any typos. Once I'm in the station, my train doesn't leave until I'm on it. That's not a power, that's being a train conductor. If you look at it the right way, never developing a chronic condition or getting a disability is a superpower. Never getting splinters or never stubbing toes. To always hear what someone is saying the first time and not have to ask what 4 times. It's just a simple superpower, but it has good advantages. You know the exact perfect moment to cut into someone else's speech during a group conversation. Seeing sound waves. Going to a REMD concert would be a spectacular show. Being able to read Braille with your eyesight. Braille is comprised of raised dots, so you already could if you were to practice it. The ability to always perform a successful sneeze instead of those bait ones you get time to time. Shooting bubbles out of your wrist, like how some venomous animals can actually shoot out their venom to stun others, except they are just soap bubbles. The power of taking out your headphones from your pocket and they are not tangled. Your earwax makes decent candles. Being able to force people to count to 10 under any circumstance. To be specific, they have to stop whatever they are doing and count. Not having to blink. That would be horrible. So creepy. The ability to tell time perfectly. For example, you can always stop the stopwatch exactly on 1:00 second. The ability to intuitively know what is on the editorial page of any printed newspaper in the world. The power to climb up ladders 10% faster. You can smell what time it is. Sniff steeply 5 o'clock. Only needing 1h of sleep per night. The question asked for a dumb superpower. I don't sleep much seems pretty boring to me. Even if it is very helpful, you're not thinking about it hard enough. You would literally have an extra 5 to 7 hours per day to work out, study, game, whatever. Granted, you could just waste that time if you chose to, but that's nearly an additional full-time job's worth of time you can spend each week to get more money, get a better body, learn more, invent something, develop a business, master a hobby, literally anything. Seeing one more color. Snapping your fingers and your laundry would be finished. Ability to never talk over or be talked over in conversation. Being able to use everything in the refrigerator before it spoils. Being able to sleep on command. Have no bodily odor whatever the situation is. Never getting a little bit of ketchup on the squeeze bottle in between the cap. When you start waiting in line, everyone suddenly hurries GF up. The ability to instantly fold your laundry. It's so nerdy and a dumb superpower, but damn would people be begrudgingly jealous. A good metabolism. Typing 1,000 words per minute. Immunity to the second hand yawn. Being able to wipe my clean with the first bit of paper would save me about an hour. Have you ever tried to wipe Nutella from a high pile carpet? Your socks are never damp. Your feet cannot be damaged by stepping or bumping into inanimate or small objects in the dark. Being able to fly 1 centimeter off the groundwater is no longer an issue, but however you still can get past that dead end. Wherever you go, you are always in the right place at the right time for an awesome parking spot.